Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have here WWE 2K26 gameplay, the ringside report, commentated by Wade Barrett. Let's get to it, man. Like, there's a lot of features here. We're gonna watch this, all the way. If there is like a moment where I might have to pause, forgive me. I'll go back and then we can see it kind of through, smoothly. But we got to break down what's happening here. It's always fun to see WWE still gets a lot of love during like their announcements and stuff compared to like other games where, unfortunately, people just don't care no more. So it's always good to see the fans come out, like wrestling fans, including myself. We get really excited when we see stuff like this. So let's go ahead, not waste no time, and let's see what they got cooking. Come on. Damn, this shit loud.
Right then, I am WWE color.
Oh man, he look good.
Wade Barrett, and ladies and gentlemen, I have some good news.
Why this looks way better than the
2K26 has got all out,
look good.
Bringing all the action, all
they
the
got him with his leather jacket
and all
too.
the drama of WWE to life. Let's start with the new match types, like the dumpster match, which is exactly what it sounds like.
Hey,
Beat your opponent down,
okay.
toss them in the dumpster with the.
We got Javon Evans, we got Mr. Page here. Listen, Mr. Ethan Page here and Javon Evans in that same ambulance area. Well, I would say parking lot area. You got the ambulance in the back. So, all right, that's added back into the game. Hopefully, we get like a plethora of locations. I don't care if it was made up or created. I don't care.
Of the rubbish and slam the lid. A fitting end. And frankly,
that's
it's
nice.
where
Dumpster
some
match.
of the WWE roster belongs anyway. Second up is the I Quit match, an iconic spectacle.
This is going to be good too.
The goal isn't just to win, it's to break your opponent.
Oh,
them
hold
to
on.
utter those two humiliating words, I quit. Whether it's
as I mentioned. All right, they got that meter for the I Quit. Man, WWE, man, when you guys be adding the same fans every 5 rows, yo.
The goal isn't
Roxanne
just
look
to
good,
win,
man.
It's to break your
they gave Tiffany cake.
Utter those two
what the hell?
humiliating words, I quit. Whether it's a submission or you just batter them senseless, it's
that's
their
nice.
only
Submissions
way
with the
out.
chairs is
Beat
fire.
them down until their will is completely shattered.
Yo,
Next is the gruel.
Hey, gangster, did they just spoil potential? Like, did they just spoil what's possibly gonna happen? Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, did they just spoil that?
Until their will is completely shattered. Next is the grueling three stages
of hell, baby.
Hell.
That's going to be fun.
Best 2 out of 3 full series.
This is going to be nice.
3 different match types that you decide on. Finally, one of the most intimidating spectacles in WWE history.
Ooh, that Inferno looked good.
Debut, the Inferno match. Now, fortunately, yours truly has never had the displeasure of competing in one.
Yo, Undertaker
I'm far
look
too
nasty.
smart for that.
Yo,
but you
Kane
can
look
go
good,
ask Kane
bro.
what it's like. The ring is set ablaze, and the objective is simple. Set your opponent on fire. As the match progresses, the flames get hotter, more extreme.
Oh my God.
So be careful, because big impacts will stoke those flames even further. Right, now let's talk gameplay.
Oh, that looked good.
Fewer of those invisible barriers.
Yo, that was kind of cool. She went on a
more
little thing and she flew up to the top.
painful collisions. Environmental and to much more.
The ragdoll features got a crazy upgrade. Look at that. Yo, she done beat her ass. Look at this.
And painful collisions.
Look at that.
Environmental
Fire.
and interactions have been
Hey.
enhanced, like the shopping cart. No. You're not getting groceries. You're using it to beat
That's
the hell
fire.
out of your opponents. Drag them into it, whip them into it, batter them with weapons while they're in it. You can even push them around in it like
No,
the
that's
piece
gas.
of rotten trash they are. And thumbtacks. This is
You got
big
Trick
one.
taking
Beat
out
your opponent with
and
a
Ricky
filled
Saints?
bag or dump them
Oh,
on the mat
that's
and watch them
fire.
writhe in agony. That's a double whammy. 2K26 is truly bringing the chaos.
Oh
Feel
my
like
God.
Stacking tables? You can do that now. Stack 2 tables and send your opponent crashing through both for devastating
Oh
damage.
my God.
Or if you're in a championship match, you'll notice that pedestal ringside. you can now go and grab that very championship and use.
Yo, am I bugging? I could have sworn in the old WWE games, right? There used to be belts there and you used to be able to grab it. No? Were you not able to? I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know.
As a weapon. How's about that for a
Ooh,
title shot?
shit.
Along with new props, combat outside the ring is getting far more lifelike and chaotic.
Oh my God.
And barricade fighting has been expanded. Jump into the
Yup,
crowd
barricade
with more
fighting.
freedom
I like that.
Available in more match types. You can even strike and grapple on top of the barricade and use that momentum to launch an aerial attack. And during matches, keep your head
Yo,
on
the
a
ragdoll
swivel,
features are so good. What the hell? Man.
And during matches, keep your.
Yo, I'ma be honest, bro. The ragdoll features weren't always the best in the recent 2Ks. Like, it felt stiff. Even the sound effects made it seem stiff. That looked nice.
Head on a swivel, because there are now triggers for surprise attacks. It opens the door for the kind of chaos.
Ain't that like Randy Orton Jr.?
Every week on SmackDown or Raw. Player control takes a huge step forward.
Oh my God, Naomi looks so incredible. What the fuck?
Actions. This helps create and build the storytelling before the bell. You can draw energy from the crowd, offer a handshake if you're some kind of sentimental fool, engage in proper chain wrestling, trade blows, or, my personal favorite, rush your opponent before the bell even rings. You'll also get more control over the AI. AI sequences is an all-new feature to make superstars perform even more authentically during matches. Each sequence defines a specific set of moves that AI will perform in exactly that order. In Create a Moveset, you can fully customize these sequences and even create your own. And your rivalries?
Yo, that's kind of fire. So for even for people who create matches that they like to react over, like if they want to do like fantasy dream matches, but they don't want to play, you can have sequences set up to where like moments happen. Like that's actually really cool, yo. Like in a sense, we get tired of it in WWE. Sometimes depends. Like when Jacob Fatu comes out, there was a time that he had like a run where he kept doing that same shit, but it was amazing. He would whip your ass, do the Samoan drop, jump to the top, the rope, and then do like the backflip, the somersault shit, whatever he did. But then I noticed it was the same thing every time. But in terms of this, we could get like a real dope highlight moment, and 2K is officially using AI.
Well, they're getting spicier too,
Ooh.
extending into play now
I like that.
exhibition modes.
Ooh.
With this enabled, your matches will have lasting consequences. Relationships will influence what happens, and you'll see universe-style cutscenes occur based on your actions. Presentation also has had a
Corey
massive
Graves.
boost. And why?
Michael, look at Booker T.
A new commentary team. You've got Michael Cole, Booker T, Corey Graves, and most importantly, the voice of reason and intellect, me, Wade Barrett.
All right.
Entrances are now interactive. You can control your taunts.
Oh, that's so cool! Yo, that's so fire! Stage pyro, ring pyro, rule breaker. Nah, this is so cool, Lord.
Entrances are now interactive. You can control your taunts, trigger your own.
You can just
pyro,
run in. Nah, that's fire. That's fire. You can still spectate the camera and everything.
Of the arena. You'll even feel
I like that
you're in
attention to
gorilla position
detail.
with more camera control, more referees, and a new
I like that.
broadcast mode. Every single angle looks like it was pulled directly from a live WWE production. From the new brutal match types to more narrative control and revamped combat, this is, without question, WWE 2K.
They full of shit. They know Jey Uso don't do that move. He ain't got no goddamn moveset.
2K at its absolute best. Pre-order WWE 2K26 today and step in the ring on March 13th.
All right, we just seen that. I'm not gonna lie, this is exciting news. I think one of my favorite features was just shown. That entrance and having that controllability, like having the ability to like add pyro, do all these things. It's funny I'm saying this, but as a fan of watching other creators do like dream matches and putting together some dope matches. There's some channels, forgive me for not having the names off the top of my head, but they would have videos of like going through the Attitude Era or going through certain things. Seeing that customization, like to have the ability to do that, is gonna bring so much immersion. I'm all for that. Then you have like a revamp. The ragdoll system in here looks way better. Obviously it needs to go hand in hand with the way they have their punches and their sound effects, but the ragdoll features look good. There's a lot of stuff we got to go through. Like, for example, I love how Wwe Barrett looked good in this game. I thought they toned down the graphics more. And let me just answer this question that somebody asked me in my other video. Yes, there's developers compensate for a lot of like features and stuff. If you want the game to be really arcadey, it will be an overhaul to systems and PC to have that work at a 60 frame, to have an arcadey gameplay with such a realistic look. So they compensate some of the graphics, and that's actually a thing. Haven't you noticed every time UFC was getting better in graphics, the gameplay got stiffer and stiffer? Every time WWE got better in graphics, the gameplay got stiffer and stiffer. They considered it more realistic, but UFC never needed to be more realistic. The shit always looked good. But the entrances look fantastic. I need to see a different angle of Kane. And I hope we just don't only get this version of Kane. I hope we get Kane without the sleeves, with one sleeve. I hope we get several iterations of Kane. He needs his respect. He needs his just due. I'm tired of just getting 2 versions of Undertaker. We need all the variants of these people. Another beautiful thing about this is, if you notice in the previous teaser, you had Mia Yim and Chelsea Green fighting inside the ring with the dumpster match. Now you could take the dumpster match into different locations. Like, that's actually fire. So you don't have to have the same matches in like just different arenas. You can actually take it now backstage. You can go to like the parking lot. I wonder if you'll be able to take this into other areas around, I guess, the WWE facility, because this right here is fire. That gives you options, replayability. You don't get bored as fast. I think that's kind of cool, especially when you play with your friends. So
frankly, it's where
let's see
some
what else.
of the WWE roster belongs.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Second up is the I Quit match, an iconic
Now, as I mentioned
spectacle.
here,
the goal isn't just to win, it's
they gave Tiffany Stratton some cakey the I Quit match. They revamped the meter, so I don't know. Maybe I'm slow. You guys could help me out here. Obviously, I think the meter is for Roxanne, but why is it smaller here, bigger here? So I guess they got a revamp system for this, and of course, you could tell since it's 1 star, it's the beginning of the match. It's probably gonna get critical later on in the match, which is definitely cool. Probably all the way to the bottom, to where you have no choice and you're definitely going to be quitting, which is pretty damn cool. So I like that they revamped that system.
Break your opponent.
But this one right here, I'll show you where it caught me off guard.
Words, I quit. Whether it's a submission or
this right here, I don't think, oh wait, what?
You just batter them senseless.
Hold on.
It's their only way.
This is where, and look, you see, as I mentioned, you get further into the match, the meter goes down. It's getting very difficult now. You need to make sure that you still hit the green meter just so that you say you don't quit. But this right here is so important. This right here is so important. One, I thought it was a spoiler. A spoiler that Seth and Braun might face each other at WrestleMania. That may be actually fire. Now, this also calls that now weapons will be able to be used in the form of other aspects like submission holds. I love that. Yes, the weapons have gotten a revamp over the years, and the way they're utilized in the matches, but now you could use them for submissions. You can use them not only just like the freedom that you have with the weapons now. They have so much versatility. For example, I know it sounds crazy, but you could go on the top rope and then throw your opponent on a bunch of thumbtacks without having it to be like one of those those automated type things. Like, it just seems like it's seamless. Same thing with the steps. Now you're able to do that with the chair. So they must have had a team really revamp all the weapons to where you can utilize them in some way, shape, or form And I love that. That for me is amazing. This right here, as I fast forward this, of course, this the 3 stages of hell. This Kane, he still look a little chunky. He look like he's the old Kane put in the new body. I mean, he looks like he's the new Kane put into the old like costume. I don't like it. There was a time where Kane looked crazy ripped, the most skinniest he was his whole life. This shit was nuts. But this right here was impressive to me because since they revamped the ragdoll features, it seems like your body parts kind of slide off objects more smoothly. Whereas in previous games, when you hit certain your opponents with certain objects, it like unnaturally like glitches out. That looks nice. I know that doesn't seem serious to a lot, but it's the attention to detail that kind of brings the immersion out. When you play against your friends, or you play online, or you play a match, a story, or you're doing a My Faction, you kind of now know the quality of what you're trying to bring to your matches. A 5-star match is there. This was definitely cool to me because, of course, I love having these dope ass like custom arenas. But again, the ragdoll feature has been revamped.
Fewer of those invisible barriers.
Look at this.
Leading to much more natural and painful collisions.
Like the way she just got thumped right there was crazy. Now, of course, if she would have like fell there and rolled a little bit, could have added some more oomph to it. This I thought was dope. It'll be dope if they actually add a supermarket. I think did some people mod and add it? I don't know, but if they add like a supermarket, that'd be kind of crazy. But seeing this is being added in here is cool. There's something special about putting somebody in a shopping cart. It looks so like natural again. The body doesn't feel like it's morphed or glitched, and when you hit them off of objects, it looks incredible.
Have been
like
enhanced, like the shopping cart. No. You're not getting.
I noticed it with Ray.
You're using it to beat the hell out of your opponents.
It looked good.
Them into it, whip them into it, batter them with weapons while they're in it. You can even push them around in it like the piece of rotten
just the attention to detail. It looks fantastic
to
me.
Thumbtacks. This is a good one. Beat your
that
opponent
looked good,
with
bro.
the filled bag or dump them on the mat.
What I love is that it affected Trick as well too. So I could only imagine if you do this move, will it affect your health? Will also will you react to it like often? And how many times do you need to get hit with thumbtacks to where you see enough on your body?
Writhe in agony. That's a double whammy. 2K26 is truly bringing the chaos.
Damn.
Feel like stacking tables? You can do that now. Stack 2 tables.
Yes. We've seen this.
Opponent crash match. You'll notice it and use it as a weapon.
And we see. I love that. I love how free the belt is, and you just hit somebody with the belt in different angles. That, of course, has been something that we've been wanting.
About that for a title shot. Along with new props.
There's new props, yep, new weapons.
The ring is getting far more lifelike and chaotic.
Nice.
And barricade.
This right here is where I thought, oh shit, they went in. So now the crowd and barricade battles, there's a lot of influence with the crowd now, and you can have more fights within the barricades. That's what we want. We want to make sure that if we was going to take it out there, that we wouldn't be as restricted. So seeing that we can do a lot more. There was something I noticed.
The crowd with more freedom.
Watch this.
Available in more match types. You can even strike and grapple on.
Now I'll be honest, I got a little excited because I always complain about the crowd. But this little dude, this dude right here jumping and hyping shit. I like shit like that. I like the immersion. I can't wait maybe later on down the road where the crowd seems a little bit more. But the only issue I have again is that every 5 people, you got Ludwig here, Ludwig here, Ludwig here, Ludwig here, Ludwig here. Like, it's the same dude. It's the same kid. But whatever.
Top of the barricade.
No, but I love that stuff, man.
Momentum to launch an aerial attack. And during matches, keep your head on a
surprise attacks.
Because there are now triggers for surprise attacks. It opens the door for the kind of chaotic ambushes you see every week on SmackDown or Raw.
I like the surprise attacks. I also want it to be where if there is going to be a surprise attack, I don't know, maybe it should be a perk that allows it, or if they're going to ask us, do you want a manager? Do you want a surprise attack to be enabled? I don't know how or what it should be like, how frequent, but maybe hopefully that system actually works in place.
Step forward.
I like this too. I always felt like this needed a little bit of work. The in-ring stuff right before we get started. You know how they have where you can do some chain wrestling And we have the button prompt, of course, and then we have the brawl where we both hit each other and stuff like that. I thought it was cool, but hopefully this is gonna like really take it to next level, because it's always cool to have that, you know, what we see. Because I love that. I love the technical stuff and the chain wrestling in the beginning. Some people, they get bored of look at, like, this is why I know like there's some with the real wrestling fans out there. A lot of people in my chat is when the wrestlers are walking each other down within the ring and they're eyeing each other down. They're reading each other's move sets. It's very slow burn at first. In some cases, I understand if it goes way too long. That's the disappointing part. Like if it's also Jimmy versus Jay WrestleMania, or Brock versus whoever it was, I forgot. That shit was ass. Like when it's like ass matches and it's doing this, I just know it's gonna be painful to watch. But
Start of match action.
that was kind of like stuff like this is cool. You get the crowd riled up. I like stuff like this.
You can draw energy from the crowd, offer a handshake if you're some kind of
I like stuff like this.
fool, engage in proper chain wrestling, trade blows, or my personal favorite,
You just rush
your
them.
opponent before the bell even rings.
I like stuff like this.
You'll also get more control.
I like this part too.
AI sequences is an all-new feature.
Now this feature here is interesting. For example, I wonder if it'll be sloppy or will it work, because in this case, when you add a sequence, it's going to be a sequence of moves and stuff that's going to be occurring in the match that the AI will be doing. But what if your opponent like reverses, right? Do they reset and start from sequence 1, or do they switch it out and see if the AI where it fits best in the ring?
Must perform even more.
Look, priority, average, repetition, default, timing, any. So it really depends. And I don't know, I'm curious to see how it works out in a match. I know people are going to be trolling Jey Uso because they're going to be doing super kicks and they're going to priority like all the way
Authentically during matches.
That's pretty fire, though.
Each sequence defines a specific set of moves that AI will perform in exactly that order.
Yep.
In Create a Moveset, you can fully customize
See,
these
shit like this.
sequences and even create your own. And your rivalries,
I like that.
well, they're getting spicier too, extending into Play Now and Exhibition modes. With this enabled, your matches will have lasting consequences.
Oh, lasting consequences.
Relationships will influence what happens, and you'll see universe-style cutscenes occur based on your actions.
So if this carries over to different modes, and depending on how, yo, that's like a quick time event. That's like some Telltale games where you do quick, whatever choice you make will determine the outcome later on. That's kind of cool. I think that's a sleeper. That's like a sleeper kind of feature right there that I don't think a lot of people talking about. That's a sleeper feature. That's actually super fire.
Style cutscenes occur based on your actions.
Definitely a universe mode thing.
Presentation also has had a massive.
They got their upgrades, having Corey Graves, Michael Cole, Wade, and you got also Booker T. But then we seen one where it had 4, but they didn't address it here. There was one where there was 4 of them. I was kind of confused. That's literally one of my favorite features.
Wade Barrett.
One of my favorite features.
Are now interactive.
One of my favorite features.
You can control
the fact that you can fan favorite, stage pyro, rule breaker. You could do all these. I wonder if there's others, if there's other ones that you could select. Like, this is what I love. All the customization is fantastic. You could do a run-in. The run-in I would love if it was like a certain situation going on and there was already people fighting in the ring, and you could do that just to kind of remove them from doing their little taunts and shit. But this was one of my favorite features, bro.
Your taunts, trigger your
I love
own
this
pyro,
feature.
play to the crowd your way.
Nah.
You'll feel the energy of the arena. You'll even feel like you're in gorilla position with more camera control.
I like
more
that.
referees and a new broadcast mode. Every single angle looks like it was pulled directly from a live WWE production. From the new brutal match
I like
types
that, man. I like that a lot. So listen, I think the features that they're bringing the game, obviously 2K25 and 2K26, they're not that far apart in terms of like how the game looks and stuff like that, and presentation, very similar. But I think the quality of life and the features and all the fixes that was needed and all the additives that was just put into this game is gonna make this shit fantastic. I'm excited. I just pray that the online is fixed. Please Like every time people say the online is good, the problem is sometimes a friend or someone might have bad internet. Then don't close out the full lobby because of it. Then hinder their shit. I'm sorry, but lag them out. Not everybody, bro. That's annoying. But let me know what you guys think. I'm excited about all these features. That train was loud as fuck. But I mean, not train, the plane. But let me know what you guys think. There's a lot going on. I'm getting the WWE Monday Night, what is it? A Raw's War or Monday Night War edition. One of those. I'm gonna get that edition. I'm getting the most expensive edition, so it could come with everything. But yeah, drop your comments below. It's your boy 3G, and I'm out of here. God bless. Peace.